Okay, guys, welcome back to Political Science class. And this is the last session of this week. Okay, and the last four classes this week is going to be discussed about the local self-government in India and the development of local self-government related with the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments. Okay, we studied about the village panchayat administrative system. I mean the panchayati raj system related with the 73rd amendment and the nagarpalika system with the 74th amendment. 74th amendment. Okay. We studied about the importance of local self-government and how these local self-governments are able to accommodate different groups of people in the decision making. Okay, so it's a kind of direct democracy. Clear on that? So the Panchayat Sabha, okay, and Samiti, two organizations are there, two bodies are there, we know that. Okay, the Sabha is the group of people, the group of eligible voters in that particular village Panchayat, and the Samiti, the elected representatives, body of elected representatives, or the administrative body of the Panchayat. Okay, and how the Panchayat Samiti is taking or collecting informations or consent by the Panchayat Sabha. Okay, clear. Samiti basically wanted the consent of a Panchayat Sabha or Gram Sabha to take decisions, clear or not, or to complete one task or activity in that particular locality. So that we discuss. So it's a kind of administrative activity, basically giving more importance for the common people. Common people, at the same time, give importance for women and depressive classes like SCs and STs, and even for all other minorities also. Okay, so that's what local self-government. So that chapter is an important chapter for our first terminal examination. Okay, and to complete the syllabus for the first term or for the first term examination, you have to complete one more chapter from our textbook. Okay, part B. It is the rights. What is that? Rights. Clear or not? So it's a common word. Clear or not? Almost all we people basically aware about our rights. We know what are our rights. Okay, clear. Already we discussed one chapter term that's freedom. Okay, so in political theory, this particular chapter called the rights also important. Okay, so there are numerous values are there in politics like freedom, liberty, social justice, and rights. Okay, so without all these values, it is very difficult to lead a life in the society. Okay, so today we wanted to, or we are going for a small group discussion on this particular topic called rights, the importance of rights, and what is your understanding of that particular term called rights. Okay, so can we start now? So discussions are necessary, negotiations are necessary. Okay, negotiations in the sense, okay, you have to prove your point with the relevant points there. I mean, relevant supporting materials or supporting statements. You have to prove your side there. So the subject or topic is something, but rights are important. Rights are important. Okay, you can support it and you can oppose also, no problem. So like liberty and like freedom, I mean freedom and equality, this thing also too important for a human being to lead a dignified life or a secured life in society called the rights. Okay, we can start now. Okay, start with the Sun and Jobs. What is your understanding on this particular word called rights or termed as rights? Or what are rights for you?
So rights are individual, uh, individual laws which creates a sense of security for us, and with certain
So
rights.
that is an important point that Sanam just told. It's creating a sense of security, definitely. Okay, so rights is important to lead a secured life in the society. Okay, secured life in the society. Okay, accepted. Then, come on, completed.
Yes, sir.
That's all about from Sanam Juice. Abhiraj, rights.
So rights are important Also, mainly because of the human needs. But other than that, if a set of rights are not provided for the people, then people itself will feel like taking the liberty of giving themselves the rights. So then there will be chaos. So rights are important for any country to establish as a minimal value. Otherwise people won't know their rights and they'll think that anything can be possible, which will cause further chaos in the society.
Without restrictions. Okay, so without restrictions, people are starting enjoying the liberty. Okay, it will lead to numerous troubles to the society. Okay, fine. That's what. What about Amal Roshan? What are rights?
Rights are important for the persons in the country.
Hmm.
If the rights people doesn't know, they will do whatever they want. They regulate, they will not follow the rules and regulations of the country. And
Yeah.
in the rights, if we speak about the person, we should don't use the unwanted things in the speeches and expressions
Okay,
towards the
unparliamentary
government,
rights. Okay.
towards the government
Okay.
rules. And
Okay.
people have the rights to take the religions expressions
Hmm.
in the society.
You're free to choose your own religions. Right, fine. Okay, fine. So, Kevin Goshi,
So rights are important because it tells us what we can do and that no one can stop us from doing certain things, and it gives limits on our freedom.
okay, so that's what. So, there's something related with freedom. Okay, so that's what Kevin Goshi's idea. So, remember, we know that in the world there are two types of governments out there, right? Okay, what is that? What are those two types of governments? Hmm? How can we classify the governments? The basic classification be two. What are they? Tell me the governments. How can we classify the governments?
Central government and state government.
Okay, so that's in a federation, right or not? So I am asking about the classification of the governments there on the basis of an ideology.
It's a democratic.
Of course, democratic and
Democratic.
what is the
Monarchy.
second one? Next one. Okay, democratic
Dictatorship.
governments and non-democratic. Clear or not? So dictatorship or a mobocracy or a tyranny or what you can say monarchy, all such governments are basically considering as non-democratic. Clear or not? Okay, democratic governments and non-democratic governments are the common classification. Clear or not? Democratic and non-democratic governments. Okay, so the most important aspects of a democratic government is nothing but that providing liberty to the people, okay, equality to the people, and protecting the rights of the people, right? Yes or no? Protecting the rights of the people. So the rights are that important. So in the Indian Constitution, come back to the Indian context. In the Indian Constitution, there's a provision called to be the Bill of Rights. Clear or not? So commonly we will say the fundamental rights. What is that? The fundamental rights there. So all these fundamental rights are giving a security or protecting the life of the individual in the society. Clear or not? All these fundamental rights. No governments are able to trespass these fundamental rights. Okay, except some special circumstances. Okay, in some special situations, the government has the power to stop or creating trouble to the fundamental rights there. So they are able to deny the people to enjoy these rights there. All right, some special situations or in some special circumstances. Okay, normally each and every individual of the country is fully or they're free to enjoy the rights. Okay, there is no constraints. Okay, there is no restrictions. We are free to enjoy our rights. Clear? So, coming to Indian context, I already told you that we will use a term, the fundamental rights. So, different countries will use different terms to represent their rights there. Okay, or enjoyment of the rights there. So that's what fundamental rights in Indian context. Next one, we know that human rights are there, right? So tell me, what are human rights? Human rights. What is that?
So the basic set of rights that can be exercised by any human being.
Definitely. So each and every individual should be treated as a human, right? Yes or no? So example, in the case of a murder, the culprit is being arrested by the police and kept in the jail. Okay, clear or not? So at the time of trial also, he is not a criminal at the time of trial, right? Or he's not a criminal, clear or not? Or not a culprit. The court want to prove that. Okay, clear or not? The court want to prove that. After that only the court will decide, or the court will give the decree or the judgment that this person is a criminal or a culprit. Clear or not? So a murderer also have some human rights. Okay, he should not be ill-treated by the police, right or not? The police department should not use any third-degree measures to treat the culprits. Okay, clear or not? The police department don't have the power to judge whether that individual is a culprit or innocent, or guilty or innocent. The department don't have the power, right or not? So if it is not proved, okay, it's not proved, he's innocent, he's free, right or not? So each and every individual have the rights, basically termed as the human rights. Clear or not? Clear or not? Maybe a culprit, I mean, maybe a murderer or a thief or a robber, whoever it is. Okay, so he or she have her or his own rights termed as the human rights. There are number of organizations are there in the world to protect the human rights. Maybe you heard about the Amnesty International. Okay, what is that? The Amnesty International is an NGO, non-governmental organization by United Nations organization, or the Greenpeace movement. Like that, various organizations are there to protect the environment and protect the human rights. Human rights, clear? So we are free to lead a good life in the society. We are free to lead a good life in the pollution-free environment. That's what our rights. All these things are our rights only. Clear or not? Hope these ideas are clear for you people, right? Yes or no? So these are rights there. Okay. So who is able, or who is creating all these rights there? Naturally, right? Naturally, we are able to enjoy these rights there. Natural rights are there, right? Okay, so just write 2 3 points there, then we will analyze it. Write down. Next chapter, chapter 5, rights, and the last chapter for first terminal examination. Rights. First question: what are rights? What are rights? Abhijit Aram, please write down. What are rights? Ready with the writing material, all of you? The question is, what are rights? What are rights? What are rights? A right is, Sanam Jose, are you ready?
Sir, one second.
Okay. Right on. A right is essentially essentially, a right is essentially an entitlement, entitlement, an entitlement, or a justified claim, which means everyone has the right to enjoy this. Justified, justified, justified claim, full stop. It denotes it denotes what we are entitled, entitled to as citizens, So each and every individual in the country have these rights there, so they can enjoy it. To as citizens, comma, as individuals, as individuals, and as human beings, and as human beings. So the rights are the things basically we can enjoy in a society as a citizen of the society, I mean a country, as an individual in that particular society, or as a human being, something is there, we can enjoy that, right or not? Nobody is able to take away these things from us, okay, these rights from us, okay, clear or not? So those things are basically termed as rights. Each and every individual has the power to enjoy that. Okay, next statement. In fact, in fact, in fact, one of the grounds on which in fact, one of the grounds on which in fact, one of the grounds on which rights have been claimed, rights have been claimed, rights have been claimed is that, rights have been claimed is that they represent, they represent, they represent conditions that, they represent conditions that we collectively see as, conditions that we collectively see as a source of self-respect and dignity, a source of self-respect and dignity, a source of self-respect and dignity. Clear? So each citizen, each individual, and each human being is ready, or he or she is capable to enjoy these rights always. Clear or not? So these rights are creating an opportunity for everyone to lead a dignified and secured life in the society. Clear? Clear? So just imagine if there is no right that existing in Indian constitution that providing us a chance or power to choose our own religion, what will happen? What will happen? Or a country that basically insisting or forcing its citizens to follow only one religion, what will happen there? The life of the people will be there in trouble, right or not? They cannot lead a satisfied life in the society, okay? Because various people, they have their own religious beliefs or beliefs, right or not? We cannot say religious beliefs. Some beliefs will be there, right? Okay, but the government says that you should follow this particular religion. There is no other choices for you people. So it will create a problem for the people in the society, because different people with a different attitude, different mentality, different likes and dislikes. Clear? Or the government says tomorrow onwards each and every individual should not use milk and milk products. Clear or not? Okay, no non-vegetarian food for the people. Okay, you should eat only vegetarian food. What will happen there? Tell me what will happen, Abhijitaram. The government decided should not use milk products, should not use meat products. Okay, Abhijitaram.
Yes, sir.
Then what will happen in the society? Tell me.
Sir, what was the question again?
Nothing but, okay, the government says that you should not use milk products or should not use meat products or non-vegetarian items. Okay, then what will happen?
Yes, sir.
Abhijitaram.
Uh, sir, can you repeat once more?
Okay, so repeating, Abhijitar, I'm repeating for one more time. The government says or declared that the people of the country or citizens of the country should not use milk products or meat products. Then tell me, what will happen in the society?
They will use other products
Uh-huh. They will
other
use
than
other than milk and meat. Okay, that's good. So he is a law-abiding citizen, I think so. Abhijitar. Okay, it's a law-abiding one. Hmm? Accepting whatever the government says. Okay, Abhijitar. Okay, so fine. So what about Basuri Girish? So Basuri Girish, after a long vacation, okay, again Basuri Girish came to class. Okay, congratulations. Okay, so tell me, Basuri, what is your answer? Basuri, can you hear me? Miss Basuri Girish, can you hear me? Hello? No answers from Basuri. Yeah, tell me, Basuri, is there trouble in with the audio? So connectivity issue, I think so. Okay, Mr. Kevin Gosi, what is your answer?
So there'll be utter chaos. Everyone start hunting down cows.
Okay, so here listen carefully. So one day government declared or government insisted the people to follow this rule. So basically, Abhijit Aram, I already told you there's a law-abiding citizen. There are different people are there. Some people will accept it. Okay, clear or not? Differently, I mean, the people with a different attitude, right? Some people they will accept it. They will stop it. Okay, they can save money, right or not? Others definitely the people, those who like or those who supporting or those who want to lead a good life in the society, definitely they will protest against that, right? Yes or no? So it's a freedom. Okay, yeah. Choosing the food items is our freedom, right or not? Clear or not?
yes,
But
sir.
there are various countries are there. The people basically following the governments. Clear? Understand? So example, North Korea. Okay, North Korea. It's a dictatorial country, right or not? So the government or the administrators or basically the king of that particular country, the dictator, King Jong-un, right or not? Okay, so he says that today people won't eat potato, only potato will be cooked in home, right or not? Or else next day there is nobody will be there in that family to cook something. Clear or not? Understand? So that kind of governments also are there. So there is no freedom for the people. Clear or not? So there is no freedom, there is no rights. Okay, nothing is there. Okay, and at least this you want to understand. There is a nearly 20 to 30 haircutting styles are there. Okay, clear or not? So the people or men they want to use only that styles. Clear or not? If they are copying the style of the king, the next day there will be no head to decorate. Clear or not? So king's style should not be copied by anybody. Okay, clear or not? Or the dictator's hairstyle. Okay, so his hairstyle, you know that it is almost like that. Okay, so if someone is copy, so completed. Okay, and then other different methods are there. He is basically a sadist, I think so. So he used different methods to kill the people. Okay, he will enjoy by killing the people. I think there are huge tanks are there, it seems, in that country with piranhas. Okay, the fish eating, I mean flesh eating, not fish eating, flesh eating fishes. Clear on the piranhas. Okay, so he will use I mean this technique. Okay, please can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
drop
sir.
his enemies uh, drop his enemies in that tanks there, so piranhas will do the rest. Okay, clear or not? Like that, various different methods he used to kill the people, it seems there. Okay, poison. Okay, clear or not? Injecting poison, various methods he used to. Okay, and he still using that. So here comes the importance of rights. Clear? Understand? So it's a democratic country, all these things are possible. So Narendra Modi says that, our Prime Minister says that tomorrow onwards, people want to grow their beard like him. We cannot follow that. We will not do that because it's a democracy. It's a democracy, right or not? Clear or not? Okay, so we are enjoying different kinds of freedom and rights in a democratic country. Democratic country there. So you wrote that. What is the importance of, or what is the rights here? What is a, or what are rights? Okay. Next point. Another ground on which, so each and every individual, each and every citizen, each and every human being have some rights. They can enjoy that. Okay. Another ground on which Another ground, ground, another ground on which rights have been claimed is rights have been claimed is that rights have been claimed is that they are necessary for our well-being. They are necessary for their well-being. Necessary for our well-being. Okay, our well-being. W-E-L-L-B-A-N-G, well-being. Full stop. They help the individuals to develop. They help the individuals to develop their talents and skills. They help the individuals to develop their talents and skills. Their talents and skills. Okay. Their talents and skills. Okay, so coming to the Indian context, we know that cultural rights are there, right? Cultural rights and educational rights. Cultural rights and educational rights are there for all the Indians as per the Bill of Rights or the fundamental rights. Okay, cultural and educational rights. So different people with different skills. Clear? The skills of each and every individual, it is not the same. Some people are able to sing songs, some are capable to dance, some are very good in cooking, some are very good in writing essays there. Okay, some are in speeches, like that. Various people with various skills are there. Clear? The government insisting the people to do something, okay, only that thing, no other things, right or not? So there is no rights for the people to choose. Clear or not? There are no rights. Okay, so what will happen there? What will happen there? So number of students are there. Okay, basically their parents insist them to become a doctor, to become an engineer, or like that. Okay, pressure will be there. But actually that person basically want to study arts, basically want to study music, want to study what we can say drawing or any particular instruments. Okay, so the system creating them a trouble. What is that? They are forced by the parents or the relatives to study something and do something, clear or not, but they cannot succeed in that. They will not be a successful person in that particular stream. Okay, he might study, he might pass, but some problem will be there, right or not? Okay, so the same time you are free to choose your own way, your own path. What will happen there? You will enjoy your life. You can enjoy that, clear or not? Everybody is like that. Okay, if pressure is there or someone is forcing you to do something other than what you like, really, it will create problem. It will create problem. So rights also like that. So the government or the constitution, okay, that guaranteeing some rights for the people that related with our culture and educational rights. Okay, so we are free to enjoy that. Clear? So in a country like India, it's a diversified country. Number of different diverse cultures are there. Ethnicity, tradition, okay, festivals. It is different in India. All those things are different in India. Clear? Okay, and we are free to enjoy all these differences. Clear? All these differences. We can celebrate Onam, we can celebrate Vishu, we can celebrate Christmas, we can celebrate Bakrid, or we can celebrate any festival. Clear or not? It's up to we people. Nobody is able to stop us. That's our rights. That's our rights. Clear or not? If you're celebrating Holi, okay, Holi, you know that basically in South India we are not celebrating that, right? So now basically we'll say that it's a North Indian celebration. Okay, the number of advertisements also are there by Surf Excel, Hindustan Unilever. Okay, what is that? Related with the Holi. Clear? You are observed that number of advertisements are there. Basically, South Indians are not celebrating Holi, it seems there. So it's a stereotype concept by that particular company. Clear or not? We are ready to celebrate that. Okay, but basically, the month of March, that's what we are celebrating Holi there in India. Okay, but it's basically in South India. The month of March? Any other festivals are there? Any other festivals are there? No idea, right or not? Most of the temple festivals are in the month of March, April, May, right? Let it be. Okay. So we are not interested to celebrate that festival because of various reasons. Okay, clear or not? Okay. So there are different culture-based celebrations are there, based on the culture, based on the culture there. So we know that Vishu, okay, it's a celebration by Malayalis there. At the same time, other people also celebrating that. Even Punjabis also celebrating the same day as Vaisakhi. Clear or not? Different names, but the celebration is related with the New Year. Clear or not? Vaisakhi festival. Okay, the southern state of Kerala to the northern end, that is Punjab. Okay, they are also celebrating the same day, but in different names there. Clear or not? Vaisakhi festival for them, it is Vishu for us. Clear or not? That Telugu people will celebrate the same day as Ugadi. Clear or not? The era, I mean, the beginning of an era or a particular year or something like that. Clear or not? So different people, the same celebration is also is there, and different people, different culture or cultural based celebrations also are there. All right? Clear or not? Okay. So you have to we want to accept it. Okay. There are differences existing in the society. There are differences existing in the society, so you have to accept it and you have to act as per that. Clear? So we are free to celebrate, we are free to enjoy, there is no restrictions at all. Okay, so culturally we are not ready, or what we can say, because of various reasons we are not ready to celebrate that, but we are free to celebrate it. Clear or not? No restrictions at all. Clear? So that's what rights for us. Okay, so that's what our rights. What is that? Cultural rights. Cultural rights. Next one. Right on. Next statement. In the 17th and 18th centuries, in the 17th and 18th centuries, in the 17th and 18th centuries, political theorists or political thinkers, you can write like that. Political thinkers argued that political thinkers argued that rights are given to us by nature or God. Rights are given to us by nature or God. Repeating the sentence one more time for you people. In the 17th and 18th centuries, political thinkers argued that rights are given to us by nature or God. Nature or God. Full stop. This meant that rights were not conferred. This meant that rights were not conferred. Rights were not conferred means provided. CONFERRED. 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 Provided as a gift. That's what conferred. Okay. CONFERRED. Conferred by the ruler or a society. By a ruler or a society. By a ruler or a society. By a ruler or a society. Rather, we are born with it. Rather, we are born with them. Okay, right? I mean, rights. Rather, we are born with them. Okay, rather, we are born with them. Okay, so the idea is clear, right? In the 17th and 18th century, basically, the political thinkers, they argued that the rights are not provided by any ruler or created by a society. Clear? It is provided by the nature or it is provided by the God himself. Clear or not? We born with these rights. Clear? So political thinkers have argued in the 17th and 18th century. So in different era, different political thinkers with a different ideology, right or not? So we know that there are basically related with us. So remember one thing, I will say one thing for you people for easy understanding. Okay. So a political student of political science want to understand this ideology. It's basically propounded by Karl Marx a famous philosopher, okay, and the proposer of Marxism, okay, clear or not, and communism, Karl Marx. So as per his idea, it is dialectical materialism. Please understand, no need to write down or something. It is not related with your syllabus, okay. But as student of political science, we want to understand this. It's called to be, what is that? Dialectical materialism. Dialectical materialism. So each and everything has its own opposite side. Clear? Whatever it is, an opposite side will be there. Clear? Understand? So day is there means what is there? Day is present. So what is
Night.
there in the other side? Night is there. Okay, clear or not? Gender differences, boy, girl, clear or not? Okay, a rise and a down, clear or not? Ups and downs also are there, right or not? Okay, so for each and everything, you are able to find the opposite side, opposite side. It's called to be dialectical materialism. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so you have to remember one thing. 17th and 18th century philosophers, they argued that the rights are provided by the nature or the God. So the people, those who not believed in God or not believing in God, the atheists, okay, they cannot agree with this statement, right or not? So in political sense, we are always find this kind of what we can say fights or conflicts related with various ideologies or various arguments. Clear or not? Okay, so we cannot say that the philosophy that made by or the comment that made by one particular philosopher is exactly correct or 100% correct, it seems. Clear? We're just studying that and we are analyzing that. Okay, we are just learning it, we are analyzing that. We cannot say that it is 100% truth. Okay, clear or not? Today's truth, that what we believed or believing today, will change as a fast thing tomorrow. Clear? So once the world believed that, okay, the earth is the center of the universe. Clear or not? The biblical stories, the stories that are related with the Bible, okay, this is that the earth is the center of the universe. It's called to be the geocentric theory. The geocentric theory. So I told the biblical story means are not against the Bible or not against Christianity, right or not Christianity. Clear? So in ancient time, they believed something like that. Okay, and it's a flat one, it seems there. Okay, clear or not? The philosophers or the scientists, they argued Earth is round, spherical, and it is not the center of the universe. Were hanged and killed. Clear? By the church. Okay, clear. Understanding or not? Okay. And finally, now we know that it is not the geocentric. Okay, the universe is not geocentric, but it is solar centric, right? Clear or not? Clear or not? Solar centric theory. The sun is the center. Sun is the center. So solar centric theory. Clear? Okay, like that, various things are there. Today, what we are learning and what we are thinking that it is the truth, maybe it will convert into a false statement tomorrow. Clear? Understand? Okay, of these ideas are clear for you people. So don't think that the philosopher's statement in a 17th and 18th century is accurate or correct or something like that. But they says that the rights are not provided by a ruler or not created by a society, but it is provided by the nature or the God itself. Clear? Okay, this is a comment that made by the 17th and 18th century philosophers. Right on. In the recent years, the term human rights, the term human rights, the term human rights is being used more than the term human rights is being used more than the term natural rights. The term natural rights. Because the idea of because the idea of there being a natural law, comma, or a set of norms, or a set of norms that are laid down for us, that are laid down for us by nature or God. By nature or God, comma, by nature or God, comma, unacceptable today, unacceptable today, okay, unacceptable today, unacceptable today, UNACCEPTABLE, unacceptable today, unacceptable today. So clear that, right? So 17th and 18th century philosophers, they argued that the rights are not provided by a ruler or the society, but it is by the nature or the God. But today's world, we are not giving the importance for the natural rights. Instead of that, we are giving importance for what? Human rights. Clear? Okay. The theory that made by the 17th and 18th century philosophers related with the God and nature is not acceptable today. Clear? We are not ready to accept also. Clear? Because we know that it is not the nature or it is not the God. Okay. Human beings want to create the circumstances for us to lead a good life in the society. And it's up to we people. We have to create it. But there is no humans, there is no religion. If there is no religion, there is no God. Okay. Remember, we are not against any particular religion. Okay. So we are the students of political science, basically studying or analyzing the conditions or situations there. So we are not against any individual or any particular religion. Clear or not? You are free to believe in any religion. Clear? Okay, out of the classroom, we are other people. Okay, inside the class only, we are discussing these kind of things there. So don't think that I am against any particular religion or something like that. I'm not mentioning a religion here. Okay, I'm not an atheist also. Clear? So atheist means we know that the people those who don't believe in any particular religion. Okay, clear? That people also welcome to attend the classes there. No problem in that. Clear or not? So they everyone. So we are human beings. Okay, so we are not thinking about the religion or the God or something like that. We are analyzing the situations for an individual to lead a good life in the society. Okay, clear? So hope you got that idea and this sense is clear for you people. Okay, fine. Thank you guys. We will meet in the next session, the next class, next week. So please read the topics that what we discussed today, the notes that what we wrote today, and everyone. I am insisting you people to attend the classes regularly. Okay, if you're not attending, so we'll face some difficulties. So I am appreciating Abhilash, I am appreciating Sanam Jose, I am appreciating Kevin, Amal Roshan. Okay, so they are regularly they are coming to class. There nowadays Abhijit Aram also. So Basuri Girish class some days she faced some problem. I think so, but before that she was regular. Okay, then I am expecting everyone to attend the class the last week. Okay, sorry, the coming week, not the last week, the coming week. Okay, guys, thank you. Fine, we will meet in the next session.